Do we listen as much as you would want to listen? Or do you hear as much as you want to hear? Hi, I'm Naresh Shivani, an executive communication and presentation coach, and I coach newly promoted managers in the corporate world to speak confidently and present with impact to achieve career success. Today's episode is about listen to more than you listen. There was a Zen Master who was known for his wisdom. A young man met the Zen Master and asked him to share his wisdom on the art of listening. The Zen Master replied that listening cannot be taught, but it can only be experienced. The young man looked very confused, and therefore the Zen Master took the young man to the nearby lake and made him sit down and made him listen to things around. The Zen Master asked him, "What did you hear now?" The young man replied, "I heard the sound of the water flowing in the lake." The Zen Master gave a big smile and said, "That's good, but what else did you hear?" The young man replied, "I heard the wind blowing through the leaves of the tree." The Zen Master gave a big smile and nodded and said, "That's good, but what else did you hear?" The young man replied, "I heard the birds chirping on the tree." The Zen Master replied with a smile, "That's good, but what else did you hear?" After some time, the young man replied, "I heard the sound of my thoughts." The Zen Master smiled, nodded, and said, "That's good, but what else did you hear?" The young man, again after some time, said, "I heard the sound of my heartbeat." The Zen Master smiled and nodded and said, "What else did you hear?" The young man replied, "I heard the sound of the universe." The Zen Master smiled and said, "This is the true art of listening. When you are listening not only with your ears but with your heart and soul, that is the true essence of listening. Where you listen without any inhibitions, where you listen without any judgment, where you listen by paying attention not only with your ears but also from your heart. That is the real listening. This art of listening, when we shift it to the corporate world, do we really listen to the people around us? Do we listen to anybody who's coming to you and want to share something very important? We most of the time listen to reply, but not listen to listen. Therefore, my dear friends, make sure that anyone who comes to you, you listen to that person very attentively. Look into his eyes. Make sure that you make him comfortable when you're listening to him. Do not have any judgments. Do not have any inhibition about that particular person. Remove that perception in your mind of the kind of the person that who's sitting opposite you and speaking to you. Because when you listen attentively, that is the time the opposite person realizes that this person is paying attention to every word that he is saying. He is acknowledging what you have said. And thereby, it brings an element of confidence. It brings an element of trust in the other person, because the effort that you are making to listen to that person counts a lot. So whenever you are in the corporate world, make sure that you listen attentively with total focus total attention, making that person more comfortable and the conversation more meaningful. Therefore, remember, listen to more than you want to listen, and remember the story of the Zen Master and the young man and the art of listening. Until we meet in the next episode of Stories Speak, thank you.